returning to normal. Hello, my name's Chet Davis, and this is Reflections. As we're months into the COVID-19 pandemic, with much of, if not all of the world's countries affected by this health situation, many of us sheltering in place, many of us with lives deeply modified, where we're restricted by choice or by government edict to avoid going outside of our homes for things that are not essential, where our work has changed, some of us furloughed, some of us lost our jobs. The situation where we're not seeing family, where we're not seeing friends, where we are maybe wanting to return to normal. You've probably heard that a lot in the last number of weeks or months, and maybe you've thought it yourself. I know I have. But I've been considering what that means. First of all, what is normal to begin with? One dictionary definition says it's something that is usual or something that is expected. And I believe that's what a lot of us yearn for. I think we as human creatures, we humans disdain change. We dislike change as a rule. But we know in our world that change is constant. And there are elements of change that move us forward, that advance our lives, that advance our civilization, that advance our abilities, our capabilities in terms of creativity, in terms of productivity, in terms of success, in terms of fulfillment. And yet, I can't disagree with the fact that there are elements of our life that are very comfortable, and we want to return to those comforts, to those experiences, to those patterns that we're used to that probably bring us happiness. And I'm not suggesting there's anything wrong with that. But what I'm striving to do in my life and encouraging you to do in yours is consider what you want to return to. Are you wanting to return to something simply because it's a pattern, because it's the way you're used to doing things? That's not necessarily wrong, but I want to encourage you to make a thoughtful choice and do those things when we're able to, that are medically safe, that are safe for our society, for our family, for our friends. Do those things with a conscious choice because they bring you happiness, or maybe more importantly, they bring you fulfillment, they bring you joy. And maybe they bring joy to others as well. Those are the things I encourage us all to embrace once again and bring those things back into our life. And maybe there's a way, if we think about that, if we consider that, maybe there's a way we can fulfill that need, fulfill that niche, that yearning in a different way than we're used to doing it. I know a number of people that are working from home during the pandemic have found new ways of doing work that are different. They're not normal, they're not the way they used to do it, but they're actually finding greater fulfillment. They're connecting with their family more, they're avoiding long commutes. And I'm not suggesting that's a wonderful thing given all the other side effects from sheltering in place has brought our society and maybe even brought your family. But to reconsider those things, again, that bring us fulfillment, that will allow us to find joy, is maybe an alternate way than we did before. So rather than returning to our way of life as it was before the pandemic began, maybe there's a way we can go forward. Instead of doing a U-turn, let's choose to go forward with those elements of our lives that bring us fulfillment and that can fulfill the other people, whether they're your clients, your customers, your co-workers, your community, the parishioners of your congregation, whether it's a church, a temple, a mosque, whatever it is, maybe there's a way we can embrace new ways of doing things while we also consider returning to those things in the past that brought us fulfillment. My name's Chet Davis, and this is Reflections.